as we get to talk about not only Star Trek, but Quidd itself. Thanks for tuning in. Just a 5x5. Am I coming through? Can you hear me? Can you see the video? Because I don't really want to be talking to myself. I kind of do that a lot as I already kind of get used to this new platform. So welcome, guys. Hope you are having a wonderful hump day, middle of your week, as we get on with our Star Trek program. Again, I am Laptop Hound on Quidd. Happy to have you here. Hello to everyone out there. Thank you again for all of you that have been following me over the last 6 months, I guess, on my YouTube and my Twitch path. It's been a wonderful journey, but still not quite there yet. Almost on my Simulation Gaming Digital Realities YouTube channel. Yesterday when I checked, $9.99, real close, so close to that 1,000 mark. If you haven't subscribed, go. Whichever direction your tabs might be, go subscribe. I would love to have you as part of that channel and access to the content I produce. Again, it's not only Quidd that I cover. Yes, we're going to focus on Quidd for this episode here, but I do cover some other brands as well, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun going through this journey with you guys. Neon Mob is another collecting site that I cover, and it's a site that allows you to collect kind of more non-brand name kind of items, kind of original artwork. They do get into AI, but that's another kind of whole topic altogether. But they do have a lot of cool cartoon artwork and comic style artwork, nature, photography, and you as an artist can go earn some moolah, some money by submitting artwork on Neon Mob. And then the community buys your, well, not buys because they don't spend the money, but they use their kind of in-store credit, their free drops to purchase your packs. And it's kind of cool for artists to have their work out there in digital form. I have several videos with interviews with people you may know or people you may not know yet. One is Mr. Transcat, yes, a pillar of the Neon Mob Quidd community, the collecting community. And of course, I did an interview with his son as well, Trans Gamer. So the Trans family, haven't interviewed the wife yet. I think Mama Bear was her name. Haven't interviewed her yet, but the two Transes, yes, wonderful people. They just completed their move to Arizona. It's been a very hectic week, couple months for them. So glad they are finally getting settled in their new home. So again, if you haven't checked those interviews out and want to hear from collectors, go check those out on the channel. Also, I've interviewed a couple of the Neon Mob artists. One is Mr. Bobby S. from Lens Nation. He created the Memories to Mars set, a wonderful digital set, not AI, all through his computer. It's all digital work, but work that he created, a nice card set about a young person's journey as they leave home and they tour around Mars and some of the landscapes and things that they would see. So again, very cool interview that I had with Bobby S. And more recently, I had a cool interview with Elka, another artist from Neon Mob who has put together some Zodiac artwork, and she's just preparing a new set that she's going to release on Neon Mob in the near future. So again, I always enjoy these interviews. If you're an artist, if you're a collector, yeah, I'm really open to interviewing you for Quidd, for Neon Mob, or for the baseball game that I cover as well. If you're here, some of the viewers on my baseball streams, welcome to the Quidd stream. Again, want to shout out OOTP because I do shout out Quidd on the other streams. And OOTP is a baseball card collecting game simulation where not only do you open packs like you do in many other things, but you also get to use, there's utility to these cards. And this one here, kind of in the gold framing, is the highest card. It's like pulling a number 1 on Quidd, right? You pull that number 1 or you get that low and you're like, woo! When I pull one of these cards on OOTP, it's like, woo! Excitement, because there is some utility, because you get to use those cards that you open in packs in baseball games. You set your lineup, your pitchers, your hitters, your strategies, and then you go up against other managers who have opened their packs and collections, and you have a baseball tournament. And there's one league every week. So every week a new league starts. So you start from 0, and any cards that you open up throughout the week, you can add them to your lineup if you think that they're any better. So it's a very cool baseball game. As you see, my Gladiators here finished 2nd in this Diamond League, which is the 2nd from the top. So my team is doing pretty well, but want to shout that out because you can get some free drops by watching those streams. You get free packs. Discord is the place to be for all 3 of those platforms. OOTP, Quidd, Neon Mob, all use Discord as one of their main tools for social media. So if you're not on Discord, get there. And if you are, go check out those other 2 platforms, the Neon Mob one and the OOTP one. Quidd, of course, if you're new, if you're from my baseball channel, Quidd is a digital collecting app where you can collect everything from Hello Kitty. Some people like Hello Kitty. Some people like Powerpuff Girls. Some people like Star Trek, which we're going to talk about today. But Quidd has many different brands on their app and on their website. So you can download it off the Apple Store, you can download it off the Google Play Store, or you can use it on the website, which is a more relatively new feature to Quidd, but it's one that has a lot of differences and cool differences. So you go to https://market.onquidd.com. You can sign up there, or you can download the app and look at these brands that they have: Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, Star Trek. It's never ending. Hundreds of different brands. Now, some of these they don't have the license to, but you can still pick up items on the aftermarket, and then you can either keep them or you can try to sell them if you no longer are enjoying them at a later date. So check it out. Quidd had in the past, and the veterans that are watching this, you guys remember a time when Quidd used to have releases 4-5 times a day, and they would put out these announcements. Hey, at 1 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, and all throughout the day. And I miss these times. I'm going to be honest. I miss these times when Quidd would have a lot of content, because the more drops you have, the more engagement you're likely to have with your community. So those were cool times. Sometimes they would be mystery drops or drops that you wouldn't find out about until that day. And now it's kind of 1 or 2 drops that they do a day at most. Sometimes it's 1 every 3 days or 4 days, but they're getting better. I'm noticing more drops on Quidd lately. Again, if you're new to Quidd, Quidd is offering a sign-up bonus right now, a $20 credit that you can use. You already get $5 when you sign up. And then if you go to the settings and you put in the promo code, and there's lots of promo codes. All the different content creators have different promo codes. I wish they would just have like one, like maybe Creator 20, that would apply to everyone, because I don't want to feel like it's a competition of, you know, who's using whose code. But Quidd has given all content creators a different code. If you sign up because you're watching this either on replay or live, please use laptop 20 and you will get another $20 in credit. So you can start off your collecting experience with $25 of credit on Quidd. Now, maybe primary market, which means you can only open packs, or secondary market where you can go buy listed items. I'm not sure, but it is a good start. 25 American for you to use. A lot of people will use Quidd on their phone as an app. I use it probably 95% on my phone or tablet. But again, you can use the website to do some things. And we'll look at both. Today, we're going to focus on the website, but in future episodes, we'll look a little bit more on the app because there's some cool things you can do on both sites. Of course, Star Trek Week. Quidd has released a lot of Star Trek content. And again, on my YouTube channel, I've covered a few of those things. One is the Trexel set that was released. That was a fairly big set, a lot of cards. You guys might remember that I can't, like 84 or something like that cards in the set. And then there were several of these sets. So if you're a completionist and you like to complete everything, it was a challenge to try and get them all, but a lot of you did. And Star Trek keeps releasing things on Quidd. Hasn't been a lot lately, but hopefully there'll be more to come. Dark Crystal was another big kind of franchise licensing agreement that Quidd had about 2 or 3 months ago now, where they released some NFT or mintable items. And guys, I'm not NFT, I'm not blockchain, I'm not mintable. I don't care about that, honestly. If you're into that and you like items that are NFT, by all means, all the power to you. But as a collector for over 50 years, I collect for the love of collecting. I like the item. If it's an investment, great. If my hockey card from 1980 gets me 10,000, I have the choice of selling it. I may not. Same with digital items. If I open something because I like it or buy something because I like it, it's because I enjoy it, or maybe it's an investment and I think, hey, this has value down the line, I may want to sell it. But I'm not worried about the minting and blockchain. It's too confusing to me. And with all the stories in the news, good and bad, I still need to kind of wrap the idea of what it's all about before I kind of dig deeper into that. But Quidd does have a lot of NFT items, mintable items, OpenSea, Ethereum, I believe, is something that they're working on in the future. Wax with the blockchain heroes, I think they're called. Maybe I got that wrong. Sorry if I put the wrong title there. But even on the sales of Quidd, I did a video of the top sales, and you have to take sales with a grain of salt because you don't know things that are going on behind the scenes, and many sales are legit, one user to another user. But with the introduction of credit and burning, where you can earn money or credit by burning your items, which means basically kind of selling them back, like throwing them in the trash, but you get money for it. Like, okay, I don't want this Star Trek card. It's worth 2 cents. Here, take it back. Give me my 2 cents. And if you've had hundreds of thousands of items that you've burned, you could earn hundreds, thousands of dollars in credit, which then allowed you to buy some of these items on the aftermarket. So the top 20 sales, when I recorded this video, added up to about $75,000, which is a lot. But again, a lot of that could have been from the burning of items to buy those products. So again, always take sales with a grain of credit, but at least it's kind of a base to work off of. So go check those videos out, even some fun videos, fun sets, Quidd releasing the Three Stooges. I'm old. Some of you are old. I mean, I'm not ancient, but I'm old enough to remember the Three Stooges. And there were some really good episodes. Again, it's that slapstick, comedic episodes that, hey, collect it because you remember it, because you were part of those times growing up. If you were a child or if you were, someone that caught it later on in your life, it's like Charlie Chaplin. Like Quidd, that'd be so cool. I'm not sure if Charlie Chaplin is public domain, but I grew up watching those silent films. would love to watch some of those things come into fruition on your platform, on Quidd. Bring Charlie, bring City Lights, bring Modern Times, bring the Kid, the Great Dictator, as some sets, because I think a lot of those are public domain. So yes, some of you in the chat are saying, yes, I'm old enough to remember that too. Good. I'm not the only veteran collector out there. Little bit later, we will be doing some giveaways. And if you're new to Quidd, because I want to kind of present this as, hey, what's Quidd all about? Tell me more kind of thing. I do have some tutorial episodes, some of the first videos I've made. And sorry, the production quality is a little bit lower than recent times. But hey, I was just starting out, just like you might be on Quidd. Go check out those tutorials. They help you get started on the app, where to find things, how to buy things, how to list things, the aftermarket, top sales, all those kind of things I kind of get into on those tutorials. So check them out. Again, I just want to shout out some of the other content creators on Quidd because they are doing their darndest. I don't know if you say that in America or Europe. Do you say darndest? Canada, we say we're doing our darndest. Just like we say, is it cold enough for you? Is it cold enough for you? Maybe you guys say, is it hot enough for you? Because believe me, when I woke up today, it was 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Sweater weather, hockey jersey weather for sure, but it was cold. So there are some other content creators out there. Give them a check out. And also tonight on YouTube, check out the Quiddcast, the second episode of the Quiddcast that is on YouTube. Go into YouTube, Google Quiddcast with an exclamation mark. You'll find it. EHM, one of the moderators on Discord, is there to provide you with some history, special guests, and a lot of really detailed information that as new users, I wish I would have known when I started. Because when I started, I just opened some packs and I got like, I don't know, a Thanos from Marvel, and it was 5th edition, like 1/10,000 or something. And I'm like, whoa, Thanos, rock, this is gonna make me millions. And I'd be buying all these packs that are 4th, 5th, Rickhead editions that are 7th, 8th editions. And I had no clue. But you know what? I liked the sticker. So I was still happy with it. I didn't care about editions as much, but it still would be nice to know some of that history and past of collecting on Quidd, because there are grails. There are things out there that are good investments and are tough to come by. And EHM and his guests, JRG, possibly, Quidd Spider, maybe some other employees or artists down the line will be on those Quiddcasts. So check them out. I believe it's about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to learn a little bit more every Wednesday. There it is. There is the banner. Quiddcast, hosted by EHM. But again, we have Paradoxical, Not for Trade. They do a Twitter Spaces on Fridays about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check out Collector Chaos on YouTube. He has put together a bunch of short Quidd videos, and he's a Star Trek fan. So check it out. It is not giveaway time. Don't get excited, EOPCRN. It's not that time yet, Taka fan. It is coming soon, where we will give out some items courtesy of Quidd. So stay tuned for that. We'll do a few throughout the episode. But yeah, this is just kind of my preamble. I like to talk. I was a teacher for 30 years, social studies. Sorry if you didn't like history when you were in school. I love it. Again, I've got my Napoleon for Dummies. I've got a lot of Napoleon memorabilia, not authentic, but just kind of cool things about Napoleon. And Quidd, one of my favorite items is your gallery series. Please bring back gallery, because there were a few Napoleon pieces of artwork as he crossed the Alps, the French Revolution. So I always love gallery. It's probably my second favorite channel after Star Trek. So yeah, it'd be cool if they could bring those back. So what will I be giving away throughout the episode? Some pops. If you're from my OOTP and you want to get involved in Quidd, go sign up. Use my code LAPTOP20, and then if you win these pops, we can transfer them into your account. Also, we'll be giving away a cool James Paxton from the Mariners pop with the eagle landing on his shoulder, you know, from a few years ago. And this is number 500 of 500. So a cool little piece that you can add to your collection. And all of these are first edition. Some Cubs, if you're a Cubs fan. I know on my baseball streaming, I've got some Cubs fans there. We got a couple Cubs pops to give away. 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of 500. All first edition. And if you're a Yankees fan, sorry, go Blue Jays. Taka fan will be with me. Go Blue Jays. And yes, Taka fan, at least you got caught up on your sleep, right? You probably stayed up till 3 a.m, you know, writing notes to boys, and slept in history class. But you know what? Hey, that's the thing with social studies. If you have a good teacher, you learn so much. If you don't, you fall asleep. It's one of those courses that it's hit and miss in terms of the teacher that you have. So again, giving away some baseball digital items, but of course with Star Trek, we will be giving some Star Trek items. What can you win? Well, hey, how about a couple of the cool energized items? We've got a collector edition Kirk number 57 and a George Kirk Award number 35. So those will be going out, hopefully to one winner today. I love the energized cards because that's such a big part of the series, is the energized. Also, we've got a couple protos. If you're into Funko, you know that proto pops are valuable. And on Quidd, they have done some protos in Marvel, in Steven Universe, and also on Star Trek. So you can win a number 40, Bones, McCoy, and a number 28, Chakotay, if you're more of a Voyager fan. Also, one of the big, rare group of items on Trek, I think it was Not for Trade that mentioned Black Friday earlier. Quidd used to do Black Friday drops, and these were a little bit more expensive, a little bit tougher to get. And one of them was in Star Trek. They also did them in Breaking Bad. There were probably a few other series, but this is right before I joined. These were in 2017. And I joined Quidd in early 2018. So I'm not familiar with the Black Friday, but hey, I bet you EHM in a future Quiddcast, maybe around Black Friday time, will have this as one of his episodes. So check it out. You can win a Data Black Friday pop, number 219. Also a 2 to beam up. We got to talk original Trek, and 2 to beam up, number 13 out of 99 award that you could take home as well. And of course, it wouldn't be Quidd without Quidd credit. So there you go. Yes, at one time, there was the concept of a $25 bill in Canada, which is about $15 American. So you can win $25 in Quidd, probably primary credit, but don't quote me on that. So lots of things that we're going to give out through the episode today. Before we kind of move on, we will be having ad breaks throughout because that's what Twitch does. to support itself and support its streamers. They put ad breaks every half an hour. I will be cognizant. It's a big word for a Canadian. I will be cognizant of the time, so you won't miss anything. You'll just see the ads, and then we'll start up again. And we will do our first giveaway right after the ad that starts in about a minute's time. But before we go to that break, think about this, because I want to talk about this. Who was your favorite Trek character of any series? Just one. Yes, you have to pick one. For me, it is Data. I even dressed up as him on Halloween a couple times with all the white kind of makeup. Because I admit it, I do have a yellow Star Trek uniform. Yeah. I am a Trek fan, guys. I'm not doing this just because it's Trek week. I am a Trek fan. So in the comments during the ad break or after, who is your biggest or your favorite Trek character? Good, bad, ugly, whoever it might be. So we'll be right back after this ad break. Hope you keep watching. Giveaways coming soon. All right, we are back again. Thank you guys for going through those ads. Depending on where you live in the world, you get different ads. Talk-a-fan, I'm Canadian like you are. So what ads do you get? You get Tim Hortons and ads for toques and maple syrup and igloos for sale, in northern Edmonton. I don't know what kind of ads you get out east where you are. But we've got some comments coming in. Picard. We got a couple people that said Picard is the man. There's EOPCRN breaking the rules again. I said one. Come on now. I'm going to go back on screen here. No gold star for EOPCRN. But hey, there's so many cool characters. I get it. Ashub. I'm going to call you Shauna. Shauna was actually on my OOTP stream yesterday. So cool that we had a bridge of different people on the streams there. So Wesley, only because you're a huge Wil Wheaton fan. Okay. Especially if you were, a young lady at that time. I can see why you might have a crush on the ensign, Wil Wheaton. Not for trade. You've only watched the newer movies? What are you doing? What? This gets a bigger face. What? Go on the computer, go to Netflix, go to Prime, go to Crave, whatever streaming service, Hulu, and start watching from the original series. I've started doing that again, watching the original series, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, you gotta watch Trek, especially the original and the Next Generation. Talk-a-fan, I've watched most of the series. Paradoxical, Kirk is epic, but you have a soft spot for Picard. Yeah, especially his accent. He's a Broadway actor. He's got that booming, nice English accent. I think he's English. Did you know that Picard, Patrick Stewart, is a classical train? Yeah. In fact, I think I just said that. I didn't even see that comment, but yeah, he is great for Broadway. Talk-a-fan, are you okay? God of War? Was that a character? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe that was something from an episode I didn't see. Or we're talking about a different franchise here. It's Trek today. Educate me. Come on, Talk-a-fan, I won't fall asleep in your class. What is God of War? That's why they had a running deal in this show. Wesley becomes a traveler. Okay, having some good Trek conversation. I like it. But you know what? It is time for a giveaway. Yes, let me get back to my giveaway screen here. I'm just a one-man show trying to organize all this. The clock on the wall says it is giveaway time. So if you were on the episode on Saturday on the stream, you know the rules. What you have to do is you have to, in the chat box, put exclamation character ticket. Not yet. Not yet. Don't do it yet, because I have to activate it. So I have a program where I can activate it, and I will give you about 2.5 minutes. Either put in exclamation ticket or exclamation enter. Do that now. It is active. Exclamation ticket only once. Don't try and game the system and put both in. Do not put any numbers in. Exclamation ticket and exclamation enter. We've got some Quidd people here. We've got some OOTP people here. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket to win something on Trek. Will it be the energized cards? Will it be some of the digital pops? Whichever they may be. Give you about another 1.5 minutes. We'll keep that open for those people that might have been grabbing a snack during the break. Exclamation ticket or exclamation enter. As you're thinking about that and waiting for the contest to close, next Trek question: what is the best villain? Who is your favorite villain that you just love to hate? Who would that be? I've got a couple. Gorn, how can you not fall in love with Gorn, right? Gorn was so cool. He wasn't in many episodes. In fact, he might have only been in one, but what a cool character. And did you know, I'll bet you didn't know, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to educate you. Did you know that Gorn and William Shatner, who, by the way, when I did the Twitter post today, I invited him because, hey, who knows? Who knows? He's retired. I'm retired. Maybe he'll hook up and come on the show. I doubt it. You don't. As Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots not take. And Mr. Shatner, if you're trolling right now, you know hockey because you're Canadian, just like some of us here. So Gorn was a great character, but Gorn and William hang out. Did you know that they get together once in a while and they hang out together and play video games? Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not sure what they play. Maybe they play, you know, Star Trek Enterprise or Guard of War. Q is my second favorite. Yes, Q is my second favorite character as a villain that I love to hate because I think he did have a soft heart. Yeah, he's probably a baddie, but I think deep down, you break away all the layers, and Q, I think, wanted the best for Picard. General Chang. General Chang. He was played by, his name escapes me. Help me out, Star Trek fans. I think it was a Canadian actor that played him. Who played General Chang? I know, Cumberbatch in the movies. Yep. William Shatner shows road horses and has saddlebreds. Really? Okay. So that's what he does in his free time. Cool. Not for Trade was gifted a tier 1. Kid, take a bow. Thank you so much, Kid. Kid gifted out some subs on Saturday, and he's gifted out another one here. Thank you so much, Kid. Christopher Plummer, that's who it was. Yeah, Sean, it was Christopher Plummer that played General Chang. So there's a lot of good ones. I'm surprised I didn't see any cons. A tier 1 sub, it just allows you to not have to watch the ads. You have no ads, so you just see whatever I have on screen. You get some of the little emotes that you can use in chats, like the little emojis, I guess. I'm still kind of new to Twitter, so I'm not exactly sure what they are. And Mr. Audit from my OOTP says, I don't love them at all. He doesn't love the villains. I guess that's what he means there. I'm hoping that's what he means. So welcome, Mr. Audit, to the show. All right, you've got about 30 seconds to get in on the contest. If you want to win one of those items, ticket or enter with a exclamation mark in front of it, and we will draw for a couple of those. 10 seconds to go. As I sip my coffee from another franchise, that Quidd. In my Yeti cup, not an official sponsor. And on the other side, where is Supernatural Sam? EHM, I know you buy autographed prints. I know you do. And one of them is from Sam from Supernatural. Very, very cool. So that would be so cool to have a Supernatural franchise. All right, we are closing the contest. And we are going to draw our first winner. And that first winner is EOPCRN is the first winner of the contest. Congratulations. EOPCRN has won with an 11. For those of you that are into spirituality and metaphysical universes, 11% chance. And now we got to find out, what do we give her? What do we give EOPCRN? So we're going to bring up the Star Trek wheel, the Wheel of Destiny. And we're going to see what EOPCRN will win. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. Go. Round and round it goes. EOPCRN, you are taking home congratulations, you have won the 2 to Beam Up Award. Number 13. Excellent. All right, let's go and draw our second giveaway winner here. And Shauna, congratulations, Shauna. You are the winner of the second Wheel of Destiny spin. Shauna will be taking home today. I need a Vanna White. Where's my Price is Right girls? The Energized CE Kirk 57 and the George Kirk Award number 35 will be going to Shauna. Congratulations on those awards for our award winners. We will be doing some more award giving away after the next break, but it's time to give a couple out. So congratulations to the winners. When we do the next giveaway, you will have to again enter ticket and get involved once again. And yes, you can win a second time. That happened on the last stream to Darkside and to Hovey, who won some duplicate prizes on the last stream. All right, next Star Trek question, because hey, we are here to promote Trek. Next thing I want to know is, if they remade one series with new actors, which series would you like to see remade? Same characters, different actors. I know it's kind of sacrilegious to think of a different Picard, of instead of Patrick Stewart or someone other than William Shatner, but let's face it, they've kind of moved on in their careers. Which would you like to see being remade? Talk a fan like a good Canadian, I agree with you. Next Generation was what hooked me. It was the lure that hooked me into Trek. I'd seen the old series, but it was the Next Generation that got me involved. Paradoxical says Deep Space Nine, Cisco. Yeah, a lot of different characters there. It's kind of the first series where we saw some really different feel to Trek because they were on the space station. What else do we got, guys? What else do we got? You're so welcome, Shauna. All I could do for having you tune in on this episode today. Come on, people, wake up. Which series should they remake? Come on. So we do have some Deep Space Nine. We do have some Next Generation. I'm sure at some point they will. The franchise is too strong to stay static. I'm going to be honest, the newer series, I do like Picard. That series is great. I just haven't got into the other series as much. I don't know. They haven't hooked me as much as in the past. But the Next Generation was the program I fell in love with. Great cast, great chemistry with the cast. Data, my favorite Trek character of all time. Dr. Crusher, Wesley. And they went on some really interesting voyages. Almost a lot more humanity, a lot more morals to the story. Messages, kind of embedded messages that they wanted people to go home with after the episode. So I was extremely sad when it ended. All good things, 2-part ending to the series. They could have carried on for a few more years, but they just decided that their run has finished. It's good to see them go to Comic-Cons. A lot of these people, I know Wesley goes to a lot of Comic-Cons. Picard has been, I think, to a couple. Will Riker has been to a couple. Brent Spiner been to a couple. Even the original Chekhov has been to some conventions. So it's good to see them still out there promoting Star Trek. Nemesis, yeah, the movie. Great movie. Bringing Star Trek The Next Generation back to the big screen. Sheldon, yeah. There's Hovey, yeah, the Big Bang Theory, right? Sheldon and his love of Star Trek. So it was cool. We see it a lot in pop culture. How about your favorite episode? Because we always got to talk favorites here. The episode that had the greatest impact on you. Is there one that stands out? And if you don't know the title of the episode, at least maybe what was the storyline behind it? And it can be from any series. It doesn't have to be Next Generation. Which episode had you in tears, had you laughing, had you mesmerized, had you going, that is so cool? Which episode was that? For me, it was The Inner Light. To this day, that episode, if I think about it, yeah, I could probably shed a tear. I did shed tears when I've watched it. Every time I watch it, it gets me. The Inner Light was such a monumental episode in terms of Picard passing out on deck and then living his life while he was, unconscious or whatever state he was in, but living his life out in a happy way. He's captain of the Enterprise and he's got all these duties, but I'm not so sure he was happy all the time. So he got to live his entire life out within like an hour. Getting married, have a kid, play musical instruments, right up until old age. And I just thought that was cool. I like the time travel. I like the different dimensional kind of things, alternative universes. I like kind of that information. So it was pretty cool that Picard was able to do that. Best of both worlds, Shauna. Great double episode. It introduced the Borg and allowed us another enemy to root against, and has been part of other Trek series with the Borg, even in the Picard series. I think his name was Hugh. Hugh was his name that came back in the Picard series. So yes, best of both worlds. You will be assimilated. Yes. And Picard fought it and fought it and fought it. You know, so many moments where Picard almost broke down. You know, the mind control episode where I think it was it the Klingons or Romulans that said, "How many lights do you see?" And he'd say 3. And they'd say, "No, there are 4. How many lights do you see?" 3. "No, there are 4. And they would try and take control of his mind. And right towards the ends, the Cardassians, the Cardassians had him. Yeah. Leave it to Mr. Audit for the humor. I don't know if Mr. Audit's Canadian, but I can't remember what the name of that episode was, but they almost had him under mind control. And then he was rescued at the very end. So very cool. A lot of cool episodes in Trek lore. In the original Trek, probably my favorite was, can't remember the name of it, but Joan Collins was in it, I think, where they went back in time to the 1940s and they had the 1940s look. '40s, the gangsters. That was kind of a cool episode too. Again, the Trek fans in here, I'm sure will know which one I'm talking about. So many things that we can reminisce about. And this week, again, is Star Trek week on Quidd. So let's talk a little bit about the Quidd website. Because if you're new, like maybe Mr. Audit is, there are so many franchises that you can look at on Quidd. You like Rick and Morty? Well, they've got Rick and Morty items. They've got 507 sets to deal with Rick and Morty. And again, it's a franchise they no longer have the ability to make new sets from. But when there's 507 sets already, there's plenty as a new user that you could go and get involved with. So for Mr. Audit, I don't know if you're a Rick and Morty fan, but they have Mr. Poopy Butthole Pills. There you go. Yes, one of the characters on Rick and Morty. They have stickers, they have gifts that you can collect. And again, they used to be able to be put into your iMessages on Apple. Not sure if they allow that anymore. I haven't tried it. But again, summer shooting parasites. And if you're new to Quidd and you want one of these stickers and say, I have to have that GIF, well, you can go and for as little as 40 cents with your new Quidd credit, Laptop Hound 20, you can go and you can get that sticker for 40 cents. So when you look at the listings, those are people that have bought the packs and then they went to sell them. And depending on the number, they've come up with the price. Yes, some are ridiculous, but just like on OTP, some prices are ridiculous. You know, $777, no one's going to pay that. $420, I think you get the message there. But for as little as 40 cents, you could get this GIF as well. And again, we could have a Jerry Lewis marathon going through every single set that Quidd has. You know, do you like the blockchain heroes? Again, some original blockchain hero content for as little as 15 cents. You can go, and on the web, you can go and you can move around your item. They've got some information on the back of it. Give you the bigger screen here. You can see a little bit more. So So very, very cool. Blockchain hint heroes, which will probably be, I don't know if the word is mintable or what it is, but on wax at some point. A lot of cool ones to choose from. I know there was kind of an Elon Musk character. Don't see him here. But some of these have animation as part of it as well. They're not just static cards, but they've got some animation that goes with it. Big bad bullion. Get your gold and silver now. Always diversify. So again, kind of homage to finances, and this was probably one of my favorite static cards was the Wizard. You can get that for 20 cents on Quidd. So some of these sets will still have packs available. So when I go and I click on the packs, with your free credit or any money that you put into Quidd, you can go and you can buy a pack. There are also free packs that you can get. So you want to kind of navigate around the site. So when I click on this pack here, it's a free pack, 1 card. I open it up. I got to sign in, of course, because you don't just get it as a free player. I've sold a couple things. Whenever you sell something, it comes up. These are things in a recollect mission. And I've already reached my limit on this. I guess I've already opened that pack. Well, come on, Quidd. You should have that on the little notification here. So let me buy a 25-cent pack, just to show you what it looks like when you open these on the web. So I open that up, I confirm it, and for 25 cents, and these are the cards I just bought for 5 cents each. This one here, again, I can move it around. That one. And one more. I guess I paid about 6 cents each. So there you go. It gives you a print number. That's one cool thing about Quidd is they have print numbers for every card. OOTP doesn't do that, where if you open up an Aaron Judge, it says number 10,000 out of 50,000. No, they do on limited cards, but not on all cards. Quidd does it on every item. They give you a number, and then those just go in your collection. And then you can go and you can find other things to open. Here you see the top sales, the top brands in the last 24 hours. Star Trek still number 1. Hey, it is Star Trek week. Bob's Burgers, Breaking Bad. Fan of the Breaking Bad show? I don't think there's many digital collecting sites that have Breaking Bad material. 77 sets that you can go and you can look at. Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Hello Kitty, and one of the newer partnerships is, I hope I pronounce this right, Satoshi-verse, who have recently come out with some outstanding 3D types of figures. And a lot of these have sold out already, but you can still get them on the aftermarket. And very, very cool figures, which if you have Google, an Android phone, you can use these in AR, so you can create a little scene. Let me just zoom in on that a little bit. Here we go. You can move it around. Very, very cool. And again, these are sold out, but you can get them on the aftermarket if it's something that you think you would enjoy. So guys, we're up on our last ad break. We'll come back, we'll finish off our Trek talk, and then we will finish off with a few more giveaways. Stay tuned, be right back after these ads. All right, we're back. A little bit more to do with the website, because again, do want to kind of show some of the new people that haven't signed up with Quidd or downloaded the app yet, kind of what it's about, to see if they're interested. On the website now, they give you drop times. For example, yesterday Chapter 1 of Goodbye Kitty from a Quidd artist you may be familiar with, Todd Goldman, who does the Underwearamals set. These Goodbye Kitty cards were sold out. The second part to this set goes on sale in about an hour. And you can see up here, pack drop 52 minutes. And those will probably sell out within a half an hour because it's a low print number, only 150 or 200. It's other sets that might take longer because they have more prints. They might have 1,000 or 1,500. So it all depends on how many items and the card count of each item. We see some LA Comic-Con stuff being released in a couple days. So if you're into the Comic-Cons, go check Quidd out. They also have a Medium article site where you can read up on the different sets. So when you click on some of these, it gives you a little bit more information about the set, and you can even be notified. You can get a notification when the set's about to be released. So very cool that they give you kind of some information about the upcoming drops. And again, because it is Star Trek week, let's take a look a little bit at the Trek channel. Actually, before I do that, I mentioned Gallery was my second favorite channel. If you love artwork and real artists, you can go out and you can check the Gallery channel, because that's what it is. It is a bunch of artwork. And I can't wait for EHM, who should be taking notes, to do an episode one day about Gallery, because some of these cards were extremely difficult to get. Many packs and many coins at that time had to be spent to open up and get the cards that you needed. So sometimes it's different sculpture figures, sometimes it's artwork, sometimes it's coins that you can collect. Da Vinci we have on there, some a little bit more on the negative side, so PG kind of artwork, and so many cool things that date back to almost the beginning. The Founding Fathers, a set of 4 cards, I believe it was. So if you want your Benjamin Franklin portrait, you can pick that up for $2.99. I mentioned that Napoleon is one of my favorite historical characters, and one of the first sets was a French set. I think it was called the Salon. Way down at the bottom. See, there's so many. Like, you're never going to get tired of looking for things because there's so many. One of the rarest cards, probably the grail of Gallery, is this one here. You can see it selling for $222 or $500. It is an award that, to qualify for, you had to complete a set, which was kind of difficult to complete. And if we look at the sales, these have sold for $300, $500, $180. So this is one of those valuable investments that members that have been here for a while look for to get these grails. And right now there's only 2 available on the market. You can't get these in packs. They're sold out. And there are only 26 of them in existence. 26 of this award. So these are some of the things that Quidd users chase for, that they try to add to their collection to build it up. So yes, check out Gallery if you're a fan of artwork and things that you would see in a museum. And of course, Trek. If we look at Trek, we have 707 sets, almost 5,500 items. And there are grails. And I won't spoil it for you because I think EHM is going to talk it on Quiddcast, ! On YouTube tonight, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. He will talk about some of these Star Trek grails. which go for hundreds of dollars and are very difficult to get now, because at the time when they came out, they were very difficult to get. So no matter whatever channel you're looking for, you can look at the top brands over the last 30 days, the 13 days of Halloween, unidentifiable, another new partnership, mintable items. We've got Dedimals, again, Disney, Panini. Got some sports fans here. 82 Panini sets. All basketball. But if you're a fan of LeBron James or you're a fan of the Mavericks, tons of Panini cards that you can collect. And just like you would go and get them in a pack at the store, you can collect these cards from a reputable distribution franchise, Panini. It's not Joe's Sports Cards. It's something that has been out there. So again, guys, if you're new to Quidd, I know a lot of you that are here are already on Quidd, but for those that are new or may see this on replay on Twitch or on YouTube, so many cool things that you can be part of. It's free to join. Yes, you have to spend money, but there are also opportunities to earn money. It could be credit, it could be by selling items, it could be giveaways that Quidd does, which they do a lot of lately. Very cool, and one of the best communities on Discord. Get on the Quidd Discord and meet some of these collectors. I'm Laptop Hound. I'll help you out if you need some help, but go check out Quidd. Get that free credit, $25 to start. And if you don't like it, well, delete the app. But see what it's about. It's worth a shot. All right, guys, we are going to do our second giveaway. Let's complete that one. And we need bear with me. Gotta refresh this. So we're going to start up another one here, and same rules, same thing. All you have to do is hit exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. I'll give you a couple minutes. Go. It is live. Enter the giveaway. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'm going to go refill my coffee. Be right back. This is your 20-second countdown. 20 seconds to get in. We have Not for Trade, Kid Cutter, Hovey, Paradoxical, E-Shub, Mindless, Talkafan, all in the entry so far. Again, if you've won already, enter again. Why not? Ten seconds. And the giveaway is now closed. All right, we will go back to the Wheel of Destiny. We will spin the wheel and see what you have. First of all, we got to go and we got to pick a winner. And winner number 1 of this giveaway is Paradoxical 505. Congratulations. We will spin the wheel to see what you're taking home today. A nice, shiny, new Star Trek prize. Okay, you are getting one of the Star Trek items. So we got to find out which item you're going to get. Got to make sure I take off the ones that we've given away already. That one and that one. Of course, EOPCRN won the 2 to Beam Up award. That was a cool one. Looks like you are going to get one of the pop series. All right, we're ready to spin. All right, congratulations, Paradoxical. You've won both the Bones and the Chakotay Protopops, number 40 and number 28. Congratulations. We'll make sure those get into your accounts. Again, give it, 3 to 4 business days for those to get processed and pushed over. And winner number 2, Shauna, the vibes are with you today. Shauna, her second prize. We are going to go back to our main wheel. And let's see what Shauna gets today. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, it looks like Shauna is going to get $25 in credit. Congratulations, Shauna. Good stuff. $25 that you can spend. I know you're a big collector, a newer kind of collector on Quidd. So I hope that gets you some packs or some things that you've been looking for. All right, we are not done. Oh no. Quidd says I have more to give away. This time, not for trade. Not for trade. We are going to spin the wheel and see what you get. You are going to take home some packs, but that should have been taken off the wheel. So that's my bad. We're going to respin. That was last episode with the low packs. This is like, let's make a deal. Let's trade those in. And this time you are going to get, well, there you go. You are a baseball winner, and you are going to get the 2 Cubs Pops, number 244 and number 50 out of 500. Congratulations. Not for trade. You will take those as part of your collection. And one more giveaway. Here we go, round and round the wheel's gonna go, and Quidd Cutter, you are on the wheel of destiny, and Quidd Cutter, you will take home not the Cubs Pops, we already gave those away. We will remove the Cubs Pops. We will spin again. Quidd Cutter X3, maybe we have to spin 3 times. All right, Quidd Cutter, you get the other set of pops. You will take home the Nelson Cruz, 71 out of 500 and 701 out of 5,000. You will take those home. Again, I will make sure that your username and your prizes get your way within the next couple of days. So congratulations to all our winners. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this quest today to try and promote Quidd. Again, collect what you love what you collect. It's been my motto for a long time. Reach out to each other, help each other, support each other on Quidd. Be kind to yourself every day and to someone else as well, because they may need it. They may need your support and your kindness. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see. This was going to be a 2 Twitch test stream in support of Quidd. We'll see if we continue or if we go a different route and do videos another way. But I had fun. I hope you guys had fun talking about Trek. Because yes, Trek has been a big part of our life for many, many years. And like I said, it's a cool app. Even if you don't like it, try it out. Get your free credit. Thank you so much. We are turning off the lights on the laptop studio. Laptop Hound signing off. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next episode. Don't forget, go subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 1,000. Have a wonderful day, guys. See you next time.